Wow, that was quick. Okay, so we are live. I'm in my car because it's too hot outside. So let me see if I can find a perch for this camera situation. Hi, everybody. This is a new trick I'm doing here in the car with the tripod. Let's see how this works. What's everybody doing on Monday? Are you guys working? How's that? You get me and some palm trees. But look, if I put the window down, you get a pretty color, but not really. I'm putting the window up. It's too hot. It is hot here today. You hear me? I am not getting out of this car because it is hot. And I have AC happening. And so anyway, hi. How's everybody? I'm going to poke around for a moment and allow some people to jump on here with us. Welcome to my ride. It's really, really hot. So I thought I might get out, but then I thought, why would I do that? That doesn't seem like a good idea right now. Working from home. What do you do from home? Are you able to enjoy this time at all? I was calling this Mental Health Monday, by the way. Excuse me, I'm gonna put on a little gloss because it feels good. I did actually live stream. It's kind of nice, too pink. Anyway, I did a live stream from home earlier. Or sorry, not a live stream. I did a video from home, which I don't even know if it's uploaded. If you had a biscuit. Well, thank you. I did a video from home this morning, and I called it something like Mental Health Monday or whatever because I realized that May is Mental Health Month. Mental Health Awareness Month, I think it's called, via Medical Center. Okay, great. That's probably a great job to have right now, right? Because I'd imagine you guys would be pretty busy. That's too pink. Anyway, I did a video this morning and I tried to upload it, but you know, upload issues. So I was like, well, I had to run out anyway. I went to the, your job is awesome. That's fantastic. It's really good that you feel that way about your job. A lot of people don't like what they do. So I'd say you're in the right line of work then if you feel that way. So I ran out to, I need to go to the grocery store real quick and get a couple of things. It's amazing. Like, where's our food going? I just feel like I just bought a whole bunch of food. I'm always like in the grocery store buying a bunch of food. And today I was like, where's our food? It feels like the cupboards are a little bit bare. So anyway, I'm going to pass by there in a bit. And oh my gosh, you guys, driving down the street, my eyebrow person was open. And yes, I sure did. I stopped in there. I got my eyebrows done because I felt like a bear. It was like a big grizzly bear. Can you see how he did this precision thing on me? And so here they use like a razor blade, like straight up, they call it a Gillette, right? Gillette, you get his Gillette, right? And I was like, yeah, hook me up. But I was like, you know, don't like take them away because I like the length and give me some shade. I don't like just a straight line like that old drawn on thing. I don't like that. Anyway, homeboy hooked me up, so I feel so much better. I'm hating this lip gloss though. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cuándo viene para Santiago? Bueno, no sé. Ahora no puedo casi. Pero, you know, what I'd like to do, because I have a car now, right? I want to be able to get out and explore some more. I'm like, where do I want to go? What haven't I seen yet? Where do I want to go again? And I don't really know. I'm not super motivated. Probably Jarabacoa up in the mountains. One, it's cooler up there. And this time of year, you're looking for something cool. There's rivers, like a nice, pretty cool river. Hi, Alan. Santiago, I don't know. I'm not sure about Santiago. I don't have any immediate plans to get there, so I can't promise how that's going to happen or if that's going to happen. What was I saying? Okay, so I got my eyebrows done. Can I just tell you what a huge pick-me-up it is when you look good? Well, for me anyway, at least when you feel like you look good, it just changes your whole outlook. And I was all fuzzy and I went inside, like not able to get any beauty treatments done. I don't do a whole lot, you guys. I mean, you can see I'm pretty natural, right? But like I don't have nails or whatever. It's just all me. I don't have fake lashes, any of that stuff. So that part's been easy for me. I haven't like been really missing the salon or that kind of stuff. But my eyebrows, it was so time to get them done. And like I have tweezers and stuff, but I'm not a tweeze master. Me avisa cuando venga para tomar. Ah, okay, bueno, yeah, okay. Yo lo hago. Un trago, una Cuba Libre prefiero, okay, que de cerveza. So I just got a date in Santiago. For those of you wondering what's going on. Yeah, so I am not a tweeze queen. Some women can like whip, like tweeze their eyebrows and they're beautiful. I don't have that. I don't have that like skill. So when I saw this brother had his like they have those metal doors that roll down, when I saw he had it rolled up, I was like, heck yeah, I'm stopping in there and try to get myself taken care of. So so I did. I'm feeling very good, and that's not why I'm jumping on. I was coming to jump on anyway on a live stream, like I said, because at my house, you know the deal, my service sucks. And I got a tip that I need to go and put like a SIM card in my phone and all this stuff. And so I also went to the phone store. There's only one that I found that's open because it's actually a holiday today. It's Labor Day here in the DR. So everything's closed. I mean, you know, it's closed anyway because of COVID, but now it's like extra closed because it's a holiday. So I went to this one little phone store, and the guy was going to try to put a thing in my phone, but it was a different company. And he's like, oh, we switched over your whole plan, and just the whole big thing. And it was going to cost me like extra. Oh, thank you, Tregua. How sweet. Let me tell you something. I certainly will have a cold drink on you because it is hot as some ugly words. You're so fucking hot. Oh my God. Which is why, you know, normally I try to give you guys some beauty, some like natural stuff to look at. Not today, guys. It's just, you're going to look at me in my car. That's why I try to be a little, so let me get my eyebrows down at least for the people. So thank you for the cold drink. I will most certainly enjoy that. I promise you. So what was I talking about? Okay, so listen. So Mental Health Monday. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And the video that I did this morning, I really kind of felt that. Like I looked at somebody made some post at someplace online. I was reading a little bit about that and how, like in the Black community, you know, in Black and Brown communities, this has been. Oh, I got a message on WhatsApp. Hi. This is an issue that for a long time, our communities of color, have not really sort of embraced or been open to this whole notion of mental health as like an acceptable thing to talk about, that it's not okay. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, you know, if you've had thoughts of suicide before, if you've tried to commit suicide, if you have someone in your family, if that's been an issue, you know, it's been kind of almost like censored. Like it's not okay to say, hey, you know what, I am not thriving right now. I'm not doing okay. And so I did this whole video this morning. I don't know if it's uploaded yet or not. Maybe it has. But I thought I would jump on and at least talk about that because I know right now so many of us are feeling like trapped in our houses and like deprived of human contact and things like that. And it's really important to be able to connect with people, whether it's like just a physical touch, giving someone a hug, you know, it's so meaningful. Or, you know, being able to go out and like be with your, like you said, have a cold drink, right? Go, hey, let's meet at the place and let's have a quick drink and, you know, just talk, just chop it up a little bit, just have that connection. And yeah, we have Zoom calls and stuff, but to me, that's not the same. I want to like be with you. I want to feel the laughter in the air. I want to like reach out and touch you, like, oh my gosh, guess what? I want to look at how you look and be like, you look fantastic. And I want you to see how I look. And so, you know, I just want all that energy. I thrive on energy, like that we share. And so, whether you are someone who is really comfortable during this time, comfortable in your own space, and maybe having a living situation where, you know, you have a beautiful home to enjoy, or you have some outdoor space, you've got a swimming pool available to you to jump in, or the people that you're in your house with are people that you want to be with, and it's a great feeling. That's one end of the spectrum. And or maybe you're doing, like you said, someone here said they're doing the work that they love. That's fantastic. Or you're involving yourself, like I signed up for a couple of online classes, which I haven't been doing, but anyway, I signed up for some online classes. And anyway, maybe you're just involved in these different things and that feels great. And so this has been a really kind of productive, positive time for you. Fantastic. But then there are those of us who are on the other end of the spectrum. We're not living in a beautiful area or a beautiful home. We're crowded. We don't have space. Someone's in our space that we are not getting along with. It's really difficult. It's challenging. You know, we're not feeling motivated to do certain things. My girlfriend sent me a message. She's like, I know you're live streaming, but I just want to tell you this. there are those of us who are thriving, or at least can be comfortable during this time, and there are those of us who are on the other end who are really struggling and having a hard time, like wondering, how am I going to get through this? Whether it's financially, I don't see my way through, my business has folded, I lost my job, my money's run out, my relationship is fucked up because I'm either in this house with this person that I really am having a hard time with, or I'm away from a person. Maybe you're away from your family members, and that's really, really causing a lot of stress and like grief to be having that physical distance where you cannot really connect. I read a story recently about some people whose family members are dying and they cannot be there in the hospital with them, or like in the nursing home for older people to like hold their hand or be by their side when this is happening, and the trauma that creates. So there are those of us who are experiencing trauma from having to go through this particular very odd, very unique experience alone, or in situations that are just very, very difficult. And so I thought it was important to speak about that, to address the people, whether it's you yourself who is having a difficult time with this, if you're feeling like depressed and you can't get out of bed, or you're feeling like hopeless, like what am I gonna do? How am I ever gonna recover financially? Like I said, my relationship is terrible. I feel bad about myself, but whatever those thoughts are. And sometimes it can be like a fleeting thing, like, you have a day or two where it's like, oh God, I'm just stuck, and then you kind of bounce back out of that. But then there are times when it really is sinking low. You want to be my Western Union Poppy? Well, come on, Poppy. Western Union is open, baby. Listen to me, I have a message here. But yes, you want to be my Poppy? Go ahead, make yourself at home, do that. But there are those people who really are having a hard time, and maybe who don't have a resource, a person to reach out to, or like a loved one who really cares about them. There are people who live in relative isolation all the time, not just because we're stuck in this situation now. And so I felt like it was really important to address that. And, whether you're on the end of the spectrum where you're feeling really great and you're thriving and you're doing okay, or you're on the end of the spectrum where you are grasping at threads, wondering if you're going to make it through, and maybe having some really dark thoughts about harming yourself, or feeling like it would just be better off if you weren't here, those kinds of things. Let me talk to you about that. Number one, there are resources, and again, I did this video earlier, and I don't have the phone numbers with me now, but I gave some 800 numbers for those of you who are in the U.S., and even if you're not in the U.S., you can call those numbers. So for example, in the DR, so let me slow down. Let me start with the website. There's one of the websites, is I have those notes again, is like press or your website, and the US has a whole bunch of resources. In the Dominican Republic, sadly and ridiculously, there's no, gosh, I don't want to give you the wrong website, so let me just wait till I get home and I'll share. Maybe feeling like at the, don't push me because I'm close to the edge, right? If you're feeling you're at the edge or you're just barely hanging on, please reach out. Please find someone to talk to. Please find someone that you can. I'm one of those people you talked about in your video. And what are those resources? And, can you talk about it again, or whatever you need? Let's get that help, because there are people who love you guys so much, including me. People who love you. You mean a lot in different people's lives. We need you. Whatever it is your gift is, it's embedded in you. Everybody has a gift, right, from God. We are all blessed with some type of special something that we do. I like to believe mine is like talking to the people, offering some inspiration. But whatever it is that you do, that you love, it's just naturally a thing that happens with you. We need that. You were here for a purpose. You were here to give something to this world, to humanity. So make sure that you check in with somebody, with one of these hotlines or what have you. On the other hand, if you are someone who is, who loves someone who's struggling, or you're a caregiver in that situation, make sure you're also taking care of yourself, right? I think the most important thing we can do for people who are struggling is just listen to them. Just like ask, I'm checking in, are you okay? Is there something you can share with me? Let me know about how you're feeling, and then just listen with compassion. Like, we don't want to judge them and be like, oh, come on, everybody's struggling right now, you're going to be fine, or that's not reasonable, why do you feel bad? Look at you, there's palm trees around you, or you have this big beautiful house, you've got this great marriage, how could you be sad? Because we all know of people that we thought were doing really, really well, and then they weren't, as it turns out, right? Look at Anthony Bourdain, who was like my celebrity crush for a long time. He's now been replaced by Kenya Barris. Kenya Barris is my celebrity crush. But anyway, Anthony Bourdain had what I thought was like a dream job, right? Like travel the world, eat all this delicious food, go into these different cultures, talk to people, just, and have a show about it and get paid amazing money to have this. He had a girlfriend apparently he was happy with, it seemed like it, relatively new girlfriend, had done all this amazing stuff in his life, but still something was missing. So even though people may seem like they're okay, it's really important to just check in every now and then. Hey, what's going on? Just want to say what's up. How are you? Haven't talked to you in a while. You doing okay? Just touching base. And to follow up on that, because one time is often not enough, right? Imagine if you're the one feeling like shit and you're struggling, a phone call is nice, right? A reach out and touch kind of thing is nice, but having that happen more than once is going to make you feel even better. And so I'm just offering that to you guys. That's my. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, you guys. You know what happened? Could you even hear me? That was I got an alert that my phone overheated because I had it in the window. So I just put up a screen. Look, see that thing? Like one of those heat screens you put out. I had to put that up. Is anybody still there? I think everybody dropped off. Oh my gosh, that was really weird. Anyway, I'm gonna set it back up because now I have protection on my phone, so hopefully it won't do that again. All right. Yeah, I lost everybody. The thing just went black. The screen went totally black. It was like, temperature's too high. You cannot use your phone right now. It has to cool down. So I'm in an air-conditioned car and I'm comfortable, but the sun was beaming down through the windshield on my phone and I definitely need my phone. So I'm back. Okay, so I gave my little public health PSA. Sorry, mental health PSA is public health too. But I think that's really important. So the other thing I want to talk about is that thank you guys for hopping back on. Yeah, it overheats and it didn't even occur to me that, obviously the windshield's like a big magnifying glass on my poor phone. So I have a protection. You see this thing right here? I have that up now, and the windshield keeps the heat out of my car. So we should be good. But the other thing I wanted to talk about today, are you kidding me, you guys? It's land. Sunstrokes on my phone. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do this again. What I want to talk about is, if you are like me, what I was saying is I've had a pretty good experience overall during this time of, in the time of cholera and the time of COVID. And I feel like I've been really fortunate to be in a location where it's beautiful and to have a home where I have lots of space and, you know what I mean, to be relatively comfortable. There's definitely uncertainties in my life, like I don't know what's coming next. And I definitely am feeling like there's some changes coming. And I don't know how some of those are going to come about. I feel very excited for them, but I don't know. And so if you're at a point where you're wondering too, like most of us, what is next and how are you going to like cross the bridge from here to there, wherever there is, so I can just tell you what I've been doing and what's working for me. I'm absolutely like envisioning the power of what I want. And so sure, I can think about my life right now and the things I'm used to doing, my routine. I get up and I do this and I do that, and I go to these places or, whatever it is. But I'm also thinking about where I want to be. And like, not just thinking like, as if I'm already living that life. So I already know the place I want to live next. I already have a clear idea of what that looks like. Now, granted, I have room in there for there's wiggle room for, if something else better comes along, or like the work I want to be doing next. I absolutely know exactly what that is. Again, there's wiggle room for something better, or that maybe is a better fit that I'm not thinking of. But I've been writing. Like, it's almost like writing the script of my life that hasn't happened yet, and then I'm going to live it. So I'm writing it in advance. I don't know if you call that, so there's like foresight, but what is it thing, or you express something that hasn't happened yet as though it's already occurring, and then you just sort of walk into that new life. It's almost like science fiction kind of stuff, but that's what I'm doing. And because I fully intend to like be awesome in the next phase of my life. I feel like there's a chapter that's kind of closing out now and a new one that I'm getting set up for. And so I'm very conscientious about the setup, about what I want, and about, who I'm going to be surrounded by, and the types of experiences I'm going to have, and how I'm going to be feeling, how I'm going to be looking. I'm very focused on like this next step. And so, so I want to offer that to you, whether it's like, how do I overcome this like immediate situation, or if it's a longer term kind of, okay, after this, everything lifts and I can travel again, or I can, have a business or whatever it is you want, really begin to like sink into that now. It's a great, I keep saying in a lot of ways, it's a great time because we do have the luxury of, this freedom, mental freedom, to be able to just completely imagine. And honestly, there's something to imagining, like when we were kids, like you'd like a race car or whatever. There's something to that, And so now, instead of looking at just clouds, wondering what, thinking about what they look at your life, like preview your life, preview the life that you want to have. Describe anticipating. I don't know about anticipating as a clairvoyant. Yeah, I don't know. Well, guess what? I hope I'm clairvoyant because what I'm imagining is amazing. It's fantastic. In fact, there have been times I feel like, oh my God, my dream is so big. It almost scares me. Like, how am I going to accomplish this? It doesn't necessarily logically make sense that I could go from where I am now to like the stratosphere. But that's the level I'm thinking on. I'm thinking about, why not? I mean, why not have the most amazing life I could imagine? Why not surround myself with incredible success and lavish abundance and people who, support me and encourage me and think I'm great and that, who love me so much and I love them. And, I have great collaborations and great partnerships and great romantic relationships. Well, not a bunch of them, but like one, I'm not looking to like spread the world with my love in that kind of way. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to have, not want to have, I'm already having like these incredible experiences in my mind, and I'm writing them out. And when I write them out and when I think about them, even when I talk about them, like I've told a few of my friends like a little bit of like the detail, it is like I get moved like physically, like viscerally. I can feel how good it feels in me, almost to the point of like tears of joy. It's just so good. And I've had moments too of doubt, like, okay, sometimes the fear will creep in, like how can this be possible? Like, it's so good. Can I really achieve this? And I have to remind myself, go back to the steps you're taking. Like the other day, why is my hair all fuzzy here? It was looking so cute earlier. Anyway, see how this side's all curly and everything this side? So the other day, I've been writing these things out, like I said, and dreaming and imagining and all this stuff. And then some things will, how to get there. And is it ridiculous to think that I could actually achieve this, or this opportunity would really be available to me, or someone would really think that what I've done is that good that they would then, make it into something bigger, or that this person is going to give me the time of day that I really want to meet with or have this opportunity with, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to dwell on why it might not happen, because what is the point of that? That serves zero purpose. I want to talk about, I want to think about, I want to focus on that it's there, that I'm living in. This new house I'm living in is amazing, and the people I'm interacting with and all this stuff. So again, without sort of going over and over and over about that, although that is the key, I just want to encourage you, if you're struggling with something right now, like wondering how you're going to get, across the bridge, whether it's a financial bridge or anything you want. If you're wondering about, gee, how do I get to the next place? Just start imagining yourself there. Like, okay, I did a video a while back called Future You. Essentially, the point is, how would the you, that like the best person you want to be, like if you're living your best life, whatever that is for you, what do you look like? Like, what does your physical body look like? Are you the weight you want to be? Are you like does your face look like you're getting enough sleep? I mean, seriously, even down to that level of detail. What color is your hair, right? Like, how do you look? What kinds of clothes are you wearing from day to day? When you wake up in the morning as your best self, living your best life, what does your room look like? Like, how do you wake up to the sound of an alarm clock? Or do you just wake up? Do you wake up to the sound of waves? Do you wake up because you just feel like you're ready to get up? Or like, how does your day start? Are you waking up next to somebody? And if you are, who's that person? What's that like? Do you have like a little special like moment there where you get to like snuggle with a person, or maybe brainstorm about, okay, today we're gonna do this, this, and this? Like, break it down all the way there and think about, like, really imagine, how do the sheets feel on your bed? You know, is it like, do you like the silky satiny kind of stuff? Do you like the soft cottony type of feel? You know, what does your room look like? Is it big and spacious? Do you have plants in there? Do you have a big window where you're looking out at some amazing view? Like, what is it like to wake up as your best self? Okay. And then what happens from there? So you get up out of bed at some point, you like go to the bathroom and you brush your teeth and all the things that we do in the morning. What is it like when you're you? What does your bathroom look like? Do you have like this dream, huge marble, this and that in your bathroom? Or is it more rustic? Exactly. Manifestation, self-satisfaction. Yeah. So you mentioned self-satisfaction. I'm gonna tell you this too. There is a connection between pleasure and manifestation. And it has been shown that when you give yourself pleasure, in whatever way you choose to give yourself pleasure, and I'm not talking about anything harmful, I'm talking about just pure pleasure, like good stuff. And while you're doing that, you're envisioning this best life and your best self, boom, it like supercharges it. So whether you're self-pleasuring or whether you're with someone else and you're giving and receiving pleasure, if you do that while you are imagining this best life and your best self, you are like adding fuel to the creation. I am breaking it down. Thank you very much. You're adding fuel to the creation. What I'm talking about is creation. And when I always talk about writing, journaling, that is called, as someone else I know refers to it as creation journaling. I am creating my life before I live it. And so watch, I'm about to blow up and you guys are going to be watching me on a TV show or listen to some fabulous podcast or whatever from who knows where in the world. And I'll refer back to this and you'll be like, oh my God, I knew her. I used to watch her videos when she was sitting in the DR in her car talking about blah, 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 blah. I remember that girl. Or I've been following about creating your life as you live it, even in advance. And so again, back to the pleasuring thing. If you are self-pleasuring, instead of just randomly thinking about who's got a big butt or whatever, I mean, you can do that if you want to, or whatever it is that turns you on. Imagine living your best life. Imagine living in the fat ass house that you dream of. Imagine, flexing in your car or whatever it is, being having the physique you want and having the person on your arm that you want and, having no financial worries. How that happens. See what that feels like to you. That's a different kind of explosive pleasure that you can get. And again, whether you're alone and, during this time, a lot of us are alone, or whether you're with another person or however it works, take some time. It doesn't even have to be like masturbation necessarily. It can be like just take a shower and just feel good in the shower, like when you're washing your hair or washing your body. Again, it doesn't have to be like physical self-pleasure in like a sexual way, but just anything that makes you feel good. While you're feeling good, begin to envision this best life I'm talking about. So if you're outside, I'm sorry, leaving a message for my friend. If you are outside just so, take those kinds of times too to imagine yourself in your new life. Okay, someone just mentioned about flight starting up in June. Yes, I don't know. Treat myself to something. Are you talking to me? Treat myself to something? I treat myself to things a lot, but mainly, the stuff I treat myself to doesn't have to do with money, because I don't always have a lot of money to just like go, and I'm not really fancy, as you can see. I'm just like regular. I'm sitting here cross-legged in my car. So I'm kind of like regular. In general, yeah, I treat myself to do. Oh, well, I do. So what I do, I just like, a lot of times it's simple things. Trust me, I like nice stuff. I really do enjoy luxury. When I envision and write about my future life, it is very luxurious and it's full of all kinds of wonderful things. But that's not what makes it the best for me. What makes it the best for me is that I have freedom and I'm really happy and I'm just around people that I love, whether I'm working with them or living with them or, just having friendly relationships with them, whatever. Those are things in my life that make me feel the best. Yeah, having money, of course, is a part of it. Ice cream, yes, well, exactly, ice cream, whatever it is. While you're eating that ice cream, if you have, maybe turn off the show and just like taste, like notice the texture of the ice cream as it like moves over your tongue and you swallow it and it's like, ooh, that really great strawberry flavor. And let that take you to a place of like, wow, I'm doing this, but I'm doing it in my dream home. I'm doing it with the people I love the most. It's like it takes you to a place, it's like carrying you mentally to a place where you are living your best life, even if now you are homeless. Even if now you're like me sitting in your car going, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. It's the beginning of the month. I haven't paid it yet, whatever. Even if you're in that situation, allow yourself to be guided by the strength of your mind into whatever it is that you want. Okay. And like I said, if you want to supercharge it, add some pleasure to it and see what happens. So, okay, thinking about memberships. A friend of mine just sent me a message like, you about to charge people? You're going to charge your brother to look at you? And I was like, that's not what I'm saying. So let me break down this thing about memberships, because I dropped a little video in here the other day. So I had no idea this even existed, but just recently YouTube sent me an email saying, oh, you're eligible, like you're qualified or whatever, you're eligible to offer memberships on your channel. And I was like, well, what does that mean, right? So I read through what it said, and essentially there's 3 different levels. Well, you get a little something different. So like right now, this is a very public, like anybody can look at this. There's no, I've offered a lot of stuff for free. I believe in just offering service. I like to uplift people. I just like people. And although you're not here with me, we are connected. So there's that. But I'm now going to be able to do some things. And I had to think about this. Like, do I even want to do this? Like, why would I do it? And what more am I going to offer? But when I kind of gave it some thought, I was like, well, there are some things I'm not talking about that, you know, would be probably interesting to some people. To get a little bit deeper glimpse into some aspects of what I think about and how I live my life, pivoting into a new direction. And I would love to hear some feedback about that in terms of some ideas I have going forward. And so those could be areas where, yeah, I would, you know, extend a membership. And then it can also be one of those things where the members get to help direct the course of that particular level of membership, right? So that's all I'll say about it now, but I'm looking forward to it because it allows me to do some stuff in a more limited way. I can expose myself, but only as much, like to a certain population, right? It's not everything. But it allows for some creativity. It allows me to give a chance to try some new things that I'm considering without having to fully go public with it. I just get to like dip my toe and your toes in the water of it. So that's what that's about. I'm still going to do the regular channel where I'm just talking to you guys. And for the record, like, you know, I was doing uploads every Sunday for a while. That's what I was doing, a lot of that, like going out and like visiting different places and excursions and adventure and this and that, and look what the DR has to offer. And I was editing and producing and doing a lot, and it was a lot. It was taking a lot of time and effort. And now that we're in this situation where I can't really do that, fortunately I have live streams like now where I can talk to you. And oh, so that's the thing too. So I will be doing, so in terms of the membership, yes, I'm going to be doing live streams that are exclusively for members who are at that level, because there's some stuff I'm going to talk about, and I feel like people who are showing that level of interest, exact people who are the perfect ones to give me feedback about, yep, this is a great idea, or, ooh, yeah, tell us more about that aspect of your life, Kelly. Tell us more about what's happening here. I'm also considering doing some special opportunities for people, for example, who are interested in real estate, because there are a lot of people, I get contacted probably most of all about investment and real estate opportunities here in this country. And I have a lot of resources here, right? I've been here almost 2.5 years now. And I'm going to be doing some more things that are for the general public, but I'm also going to be doing some things that are just for members. So, you know, that's all I'm going to say about that now. Any questions? That's where I am today. I feel really good. Let me tell you this, you guys. Here's a little secret too that I discovered about myself. It's not really secret, but so the other day I was feeling like it was one of those like kind of, I feel out of sorts. I wasn't really being productive. I wasn't like doing those online classes. I was just kind of like laying around the house like, oh, I'm hot and what am I gonna do next? It was just, you know, kind of in one of those stuck moments. And hey, Mom, I was like, is that my child? I don't know. And so I was feeling kind of stuck. And I was like, what is it? Like, why do I have this feeling all of a sudden? I was in flow. I was just feeling really good for a long time. And then I hit this wall kind of. And I looked back at my creation journal and I saw like the things that like put me at my highest level in terms of peak performance. What's your name? And so I looked at this list of things that my go-to feel good work. Sometimes it is that, but other times it's like just moving through my day with grace and ease, right? And so I looked at him, it was like, spending time in God's word. Like if I get the word of God in me, it just makes me feel so much better, which is why I'm kind of on fire. Some of that with you in a minute. Getting exercise. I hadn't been to the beach or hadn't been out in a few days. And I was like, oh, I need to get out. So yesterday I went with some friends. I floated in the water a little bit. Yes, we were distance, whatever. But it just felt really good. And I wasn't like running or anything. I was just in nature, and that made me feel so much better. Definitely continuing to like write about what I want. For me, writing makes it so clear to me what I want. And in areas where I'm not clear, that's when I get to go, okay, well, if I were clear, what would I want? If I did know what my perfect job would be, what would I say about it? Well, I may not know what the actual job is, but I know I want to feel like this. I know I want to have, let's say, flexibility of time. I know I want to work with cool people. I know I want to be able to work from home. It can be things like that. So if you don't know exactly, you can whittle it down. And then you can go, well, that's not the job because I can't work from home with that job. Or that's not the thing. And so it's almost like reverse engineering your life. If you don't know exactly what you want, think about, well, if I did know what I wanted, if I did know my perfect job or the perfect place, like what area of the world do I want to live in? Well, I don't know. There's so many places to live. Well, if you did know, what would it look like? Well, I don't like cold weather, so it's not going to be any place where the weather gets really, really cold. Or I don't want to live in any place where, or not, maybe not what you don't want, but what you do want. The people are friendly. Whatever it is. So you just kind of walk yourself through it step by step by step. It's breadcrumbs, things, but that's kind of how it's coming to me. So a lot of stuff is bubbling up. I feel very excited. I feel like I want to go home and write. Yeah, so I'm excited, you guys. There's a lot of good stuff. I feel like I'm full of so many ideas and so much energy and so much creativity right now. And I feel like that is what's propelling me to my next stage. And I don't think it's going to be very long. I feel like 3 to 6 months, there's going to be a significant change. And going to be some amazing things that happen. So I'm really excited. And the other thing is this: don't compare yourself with anybody else. Do not compare yourself. I looked at someone else's YouTube channel. I was just like kind of scanning things the other day, and I saw somebody who had 8,000 subscribers, and someone else got 50. I haven't really done very much. Maybe I should be at 8,000. Maybe I should be at 10,000. I was like, what? Whatever, man. I'm so grateful for the people who actually tune in and to express myself, right? And hopefully it gives me a chance to impact some people in a positive way. And I will say, I think that I have done that, because even if it's on a really small scale, it doesn't have to be 100,000 people. It could be 5 people. It could be 2 people. But if those 2 people see some significant improvement because of something that I've said or done, what an amazing feeling is that, right? And that has happened. I've had plenty of people write to me and go, oh my gosh, thank you so much. What you shared. There's some viewers who live here now, and I don't know that I'm the sole reason that they came, had a significant impact on their decision to move here and where they lived. And I've now met 1, 2, 3, is it just 3? I think 3 different viewers who've actually come to this town and either vacationed or looked at properties or said, hey, I know you from your videos and thank you so much. That happens now. It's a thing. Those are just the ones who've been here in person. And then, then there's Danny Acosta. Danny too I met. And just people are actually impacted by this. I think that's amazing. Sorry. And so that's why, I keep getting these text messages. That's why I feel like this does matter. And yeah, would I love to have way more subscribers to be able to impact even more people? Of course. Do I think I'll get there? Yeah. I have not been super consistent lately because I've been kind of lazy with COVID, and sometimes I'm like, what should I say? And does it really matter if I talk about this stuff? Is anybody going to really be, are they going to care? Will they be impacted? And maybe not every single thing is super important to everybody, but I'm willing to believe that there's some little nugget here and there that does make a difference. Even if it's just a matter of wow, that put a smile on my face. I kind of laughed a little bit about something that you said, or it made me think about my family, or made me think about my situation, my life situation in a different way that felt better. That's valuable, I think. If I happen to, connect with somebody, whether it's watching a video or having a conversation or whatever, and they do some of that for me, I'm feeling grateful, great, that was a worthwhile expenditure of my time. Hey, what's up? I'm just sharing with the people today. I'm just sharing what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking about. And, how to stay up and feel good during these times. And so like I said, so I have my list of go-to things that make me kind of, if I'm in like a sunken place, it helped me kind of bounce back up. And then when I'm in that bounce back up place, then I think about, okay, what do I want to do? What's really important? What's my next step? What is it that I want to do? Manifesting, creation journaling, like projecting into the future, being clairvoyant, as somebody mentioned, and just deciding this is what I want next. So that's where I am with it. Mwah! Kisses and love and all that good stuff. What time is it, people? I need to go. The grocery store here closes at 3 o'clock. It is, well, it's only 1:47. Well. But I think I've made my point today. I started out showing you my eyebrows. I got my eyebrows done. I'm so grateful for like small things like that. Can I tell you? Oh my God, I was feeling like a bear. I really was. I'm grateful for air conditioning. I do not have AC in my house, but I sure have it in my car. And so sitting here in the car right now talking to you is benefiting me as much as it's benefiting you. I hope you have AC if you're hot where you are. In my house, as I said, I don't have it. I have ceiling fans. I have a nice breeze that usually comes through, so I'm comfortable. It would be nice, I guess, if I could close up everything and have some AC, but I like it. I feel like the humidity is good for my skin. It helps me like pass out impurities in my sweat and stuff. And so I'm cool. I think about not living in the DR anymore sometimes, and like where am I going to go next, and like certain things I'll miss from here. Like, again, I always talk about the fresh food, but I don't know if you understand like how huge that is. Like knowing that I can go, like the other day I went and I bought 4 whole fresh fish from the fish guy, and like they scale them for you right there, and just hook you up. And I think each one was like $3 for a whole fish, roughly, the equivalent, a little bit less actually. Can I tell you how well I ate? And so it was 2 for me, 2 for my son. So like over a couple days, we had all these fish. It was great. And like they grow rice here, and there's all these fruits and vegetables. I mean, honestly, that's why when I talk about living my best life, yeah, it has money in it. Of course, I want to have the ability to have whatever I want. I want to be able to help people. And I want to be able to do great things that are, of service in the world. But also, I want to eat really fresh food on a regular basis. If I move back to the US or I move to wherever the next place is, I know that is something that's very important to me, that I want to maintain that ability to get something that's not like, even if it's in the grocery store, like I want it to be really fresh and flavorful. And a lot of times, you know how it is, like I would go to the grocery stores when I was in California, and they'd have what looked like beautiful fruits and vegetables and stuff, but it was like they were GMOs or whatever, and there was like no flavor. Like I have a red pepper, and I want it to be like that crispy, sweet kind of, it has a flavor, it tastes like a pepper, right? Like soft mush, but not like the banana flavor. If I want to eat an apple, I want it to taste like an apple, not just like a wet, crunchy thing in my mouth. I don't want that. And so that's important to me. Having space and freedom and regular contact with nature. And a garden is fine, but like really being able to be close to things is important to me. What is this woman doing across the street? Okay, wait, you guys. I think this woman is urinating on the ground. So this lady came, I'm sorry, this is a trip. This lady walked up on the street a minute ago in a cute little like jumpsuit and her hat, whatever, and then she's went under this tree right across the street from me and laid down like in her clothes, like on the grass, like in some shade. But now she's pulled her jumpsuit down. I thought it was a bikini. I thought she was taking off her stuff like to wear her bikini, but I think she just peed on the ground. Yep. Ah! And now she's pulled up her jumpsuit and she's laying back down under the tree. Wow. That was a moment. That was a moment. Okay. Yeah, I guess she's like, well, where am I going to get up and go? There's no place to go. Everything's closed. So I'm just going to have a moment right here. Okay. I don't even know what I was talking about, because I was just like, wait a minute. Is she getting undressed? And I was like, oh, she's taking off her clothes to wear a bikini. No, she's not. She's just squatting. And now she's done. I don't know. Yeah, well, she's back in her, I almost put her in the camera around so you could see. Okay, I'm gonna show you a peek of her. I feel like it's wrong to show this, but I'm gonna show you a peek of her. She's covered up again now. But look over there under that tree. Oopsies. Hang on. Can you see under that tree, the lady under there? She's got on like a colorful jumpsuit. I don't know if you could see that. That was funny. Wow. Anyway, hey, you gotta go, you gotta go, I suppose. All right, you guys, I'm trying to plug this back in, get some charge. So that's my somewhat random, somewhat rambling, but highly valuable live stream today. And if you didn't catch all of it, I recommend that you check it all out. We covered everything from my eyebrows to mental health to suicide hotlines to creation journaling to manifesting to creating your best life. How do you get to live your best life? Imagine your best life right now. Like everybody right now, seriously, imagine what is it that you most want in life? Do you want to you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to have, where do you want to live? Do you want to work? Do you want to be just wealthy? Like what's your best life? Traveling, having no particular agenda every day. You get to do what you want to do. Like what does that mean to you? And what does it look like? What does it feel like to be the best you can be? And so I'm very clear about of course I know I'm looking beautiful at all times. Even when I'm really casual, I just have just natural beauty. That's part of my best life. I want to be beautiful. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I want my body to look good. I want to have energy. I want to get great sleep. I do going to get great sleep all the time. I want to have a nice, my core friends that are around me on a regular basis, to enjoy them. I want to live in a beautiful house that has a great kitchen so I can cook great meals, or someone else is cooking great meals in there sometimes. We have great music playing. I'm with my husband and our family, and we're happy and we love and support each other, and the kids are great and everybody's thriving. And those are the kinds of things I'm talking about. The house is beautiful and spacious and full of light and air and plants and, Bay Area. What's up? How are you? So yeah, so I'm talking about getting to that level of detail about really how does it look? How does your house look? How does your closet look? Is it full of these certain kind of clothes? Who are your friends? What is it like having relationships with the people in your life? What do you do from day to day? Are you always just vacationing, or does that get boring but you really want to do something? Are you writing how you're living your best life? And I remember when people said that to me when I first moved here, I was like, well, what does that exactly mean? Am I living my best life? I had to ask myself, what is my best life? What does that mean to me? How can you live it if you don't really know what it is? If you're not clearly identifying what your best life is, how can you really live it? How can you expect to get saying things like just, oh, I want to be a millionaire? I mean, that's fine, be a millionaire. But and then what? And when you're a millionaire, to be existing. If you want to, well, I want to be fly all the time. Well, what does that mean? That means you want to have your hair done a certain way. You want to wear certain kinds of clothes. You want to shop in certain boutiques. Husband. Oh, sorry. Is that right? Okay, no husband, no husband, no husband. I'm just going to be free. I'm a free agent forever. That's so funny. You know what? Speaking of male subscribers, I was very surprised initially. The guy who was doing my editing for a while was just hell-bent on your whole thing, your whole life, and helping give inspiration to other single moms who want to do the same thing. And that may be true, and I'm totally open to that. And I would love to hear from single parents who are out there doing their thing. But as it turns out, it's a lot of men. And I was like, well, how did that happen? Because when he was doing my editing, he was doing the search engine stuff and putting in a bunch of single mom tags or keywords, or I still don't know how that stuff works very much. But he was orchestrating that. And so I figured, okay, well, I'm gonna have a bunch of women like me who were kind of following my channel and following my journey. According to YouTube, it's 90-something% men. So I was like, well, I don't know what happened with that search engine stuff, but somehow the men have discovered this channel and they seem to be appreciative. Aren't, but anyway. So, but yeah, you guys, identify very specifically the engine, or the seed, maybe I should say, the seed that's inside of us that creates everything. Maybe I should say the seed that creates everything, the engine is inside of us. That's our spirit. Pardon me. I didn't bring any water. But that's our spirit. That's what is, that's what we water. That's what we plant and we cultivate, right? And you don't expect it to happen overnight. You don't plant a mango seed or an avocado seed or a tomato seed and the next day you have fruit. But you plant it and you cultivate it. And so cultivation of ourselves means speaking positive things. I talk about speaking favor over my life. Declare that, doors that are closed will open for you because that's what you want, because God said you can have it, so you can have it. Declare that, supernatural, amazing things will happen. because you can have it, because it's available, because it's possible. So we'll do more on that later. I feel like I've said enough for now. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, buy some stuff. I'm gonna stay single. And I'll be in a bikini again soon. How about that? Does that make up for it? Sorry. All right, you guys, it's a beautiful day. I hope you're having a good time. Be nice to someone, be nice to yourselves. I'm deciding if I'm gonna become one with my gray. What do you think? Is that gonna kill the joy too? We'll see. We'll see. All right, love you. Mwah. Peace. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.